welcome back to my channel. Today's look is a very soft blown out smoky eye, so it's grey and taupey tones, and I've also added a pop of colour under the lash line. I've also added a peachy lip with this just to match the colours, so if you do like the look, just keep on watching. I'm just going to prep my eyes with the Too Faced Shadow and Shoulders primer, so I just blend this out with my finger. So once that primer is blended out, I'm just going to take any light shade eyeshadow and just put that all over the lid to set it. So for my shadows today, I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette. I'm going to be taking this shade. This is just going to go in my transition, and also this shade is going to be the majority of the colour that I'm going to buff out onto my lid.
It's alright.
With the eyeshadows, I do go in quite light at first and then I build up the colour. I prefer to do it that way because I don't want to go in too heavy. Even like colours, you don't want to go in too heavy. So I'm taking that transition colour all the way to the socket of my eye as well. It just gives it a more rounded, blown out effect. Now that I've done the transition, I'm just going to take that other shade that I showed you and just put that a bit more in my crease so it's more defined.
I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella low.
I'm going to do the same motions with this, so just all the way up to the socket and just blend that out. You always just want to go back in with your brush that you use for your transition shades just to blend them both together.
There's no way this is real life.
So I've blended out all my crease and I want to keep the middle of my lid quite clear. Like, I like that it looks quite bright, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit of white. Just going to tightline my waterline with the Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is in Perversion. It's just a very, very black eyeliner. The reason I'm doing this is just, obviously they are false lashes, so I just want them to blend as much as they can. False lashes that I'm using today, as you can see, they're quite natural, they're just wispy, the ends are a bit curlier than longer. I can't actually remember the name of them, but I know that Eylure, and they are from the texture one, they're in a blue packet. I'll search the site and I'll see if I can find out the actual name, and I'll leave it in the down bar below. So while I'm waiting for my eyelashes to get tacky, I'm just going to put a coat of mascara on my eyelashes so they blend. So I'm using the Rimmel Scandaleyes Extreme Black Mascara.
Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.
So while the eyelashes get tacky, I'm just going to start my face. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer, and this is the smoothing one. I'm probably won't be the best at showing you how to put these eyelashes on because I like to get really up close to me mirror, so I do apologise if you can't see.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that.
Now I'm going to carry on with my face, so as always, I'm going to use my Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is just my favourite foundation at the minute. So I'm in Ivory Beige, and I'm just going to apply that to my face.
It's alright.
Is concealer, so I'm using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eye Eraser, and this is in the shade Light.
This is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know.
To set back concealer, I'm just using the Lauder Mercier Translucent Setting Powder.
So, you can have it all.
And I am using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer.
Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart.
I do like to go in and bake underneath the bronzer that I've just done, just so it's nice and clean and looks very sharp.
There's no way this is real life.
So I'm go into highlight. So I finally purchased the Jaclyn Becca palette. So what I'm using today, I'm going to use Prosecco Pop and also Champagne Pop. I love them, I just love them. So I'm first going to use Prosecco Pop. I'm just going to do it in a C shape and the tentacles. So as you can see, that is very pretty. I'm just going to go over that with Champagne Pop. It's literally just so beautiful. I'm also just going to run that down the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and over my cupid's bow. So I like to put it on the inner corner of my tear duct. Now I'm just going to brush away any of the excess powder that's on my face. I'm just going to leave the bacon on it for now though, just to clear it out the way so I can do my blush and eyebrows. So I'm going to use the blush in the palette, and it's Amaretto, which is this one. It's kind of like a, I'd say it's like a nudie colour. It's really pretty though.
What you gonna do?
We start off by just carving out the underneath, so we'll get that straight edge and tail. So that's normally how I start off, just so I've got the precise line, and then I will go and start filling the tail. I also like to have the arch, so I just kind of build an arch there. And I always keep going back through with this really, just to make sure it's all pretty much my tail that I normally do. And then I just start going through the middle. And I like to feather it out, so I like how dark it is on the end, and then I will feather it out when I get towards the middle. And then by the front it should be quite light. That's my brows done. So like I said, if you do want to see a tutorial on them, just let me know. Finally, just going to wipe away the final bit of powder. Now for my waterline, I'm going to use it's Rimmel, and it's a soft Khol eyeliner pencil, and it's in pure white. So I'm just going to use this in my lower waterline.
You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot.
Now I am going to take a very thin brush from Real Technique. I'm just going to take a colour out of the Morphe 35U palette. It's a very, very colourful palette, and I'm just going to take it's like a turquoisey blue. With this, I just put it underneath my lower lash line.
It feels right. It feels right.
So that is the blue put underneath. So I just think if you look at it in that light, it's just so bright. I'm going to put mascara on my lower lashes. Last thing is matte lipsticks. They are both satin. The first one that I used is Mocha, so I put this all over my lips, and then I also put Peachstock all over my lips on top of that.
Perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe. Comment in the box below what you'd like to see in any of my next ones, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!